We've got... Basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road.
And Kevin, they'll be hoping things go better for them tonight as opposed to how it was last night. The last thing they want to do is drop 2 games in the span of 48 hours.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. Like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
And Towns gets it to go.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Now here is Holiday. Over Anderson. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got his second basket. And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
Now Holiday. James Harden missing on the 3. 4 on the shot clock. Over Anderson. Misses off the left iron. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And yes, Hayward does have range, the confidence and touch to shoot from anywhere on the court.
Another miss by Harden.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time. Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
And the Pistons with possession. It's a 3-point game.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Here's Hayward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Back to Harden. Pass to Holiday. It's Harden with the drive. Plumlee in the post. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Warriors leading by 4. And he gets it to go. Hayward's got 6 points.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
And Anderson gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
And the jam by Harden.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and it is like watching the volcano erupt.
with the stuff.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Here's Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Harden. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
And stolen by Favors. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Detroit making a switch here. To the middle. Here's Harden. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 18 points for him. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up. He baits you to reach in, and then there's a presence of mind that is so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling you, "Ma," and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong, attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. But those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players, because there's an art to it.
Here's Barnes. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Harden. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can't cash in from the high post. Warriors trailed by 5. Here's Hayward. Here's Aminu. Towns at the elbow. Hayward. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Harden on the wing. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. 24 points for James Harden.
Wow. We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
James Harden getting it done. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
The Pistons with a fresh 24. Back to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Over Anderson. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 7. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And it's Towns missing.
Well, for the Pistons, their second season in the new downtown arena. I mean, all 4 of the city's major sports teams now play within a few blocks of one another. Something seen nowhere else in the country. Very special for Detroit.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Hayward can hit.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
And despite their new arena, attendance numbers for Pistons games could be better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to have a winning record, also you have to make sure that you honor those of the past. When they opened the arena, can you believe that they did not bring the Bad Boys there or the Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton Pistons there to hang up their jerseys? You have to have a connection with the city. I mean, even in the arena, there's no signage as a Pistons. It is a hockey arena, so hopefully that will change, but you have to win first. And, you know, the city of Detroit is on a great rebound. I love seeing what we're doing.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
So both teams changing it up here. Kidd with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Exum. See, we have a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say to shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with a step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Wow. Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Now here is Harris. Back to Harden. A second chance effort. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Courtney Lee.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official Harden.
Kidd. Knocked loose.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Wagner. That's tipped. Baseline try. And nothing but hair on that one.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Courtney Lee is on the wing. It's stolen by Lyles.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
Here's Kidd. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Okafor with the block. And he's able to get it back. Wagner, good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Back to Harden. Over Lee. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pistons.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Back to Kidd. Pass to Lee. And here's Pachulia. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, it hurts any time Pachulia scores on you. I mean, it definitely helps his confidence when he makes these type of tough shots.
Now Lyles. Covered by Lee. Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner and competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
Offensive rebound. Wagner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wagner's got 5.
You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
Harden's shot is off.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
To the inside. Pass to Wagner. That one misses. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. Let's see what they do right here.
Pachulia with it. Wagner can't hit. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now that's 35 points for James Harden.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you when you sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Detroit leading by 7. And Holiday, here we go. Pachulia with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Wagner can't hit. Pass to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Good D by Lee. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Plumlee with the steal. To the paint. And Harden with the stuff.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks. Yeah, you know, Coach Steve Kerr may seem to have a laid-back demeanor, but knowing him personally, I tell you what, he's fiery. He's intense and he wants to win. When tempers flare, don't be surprised to see him smashing clipboards and letting loose on the sideline.
Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure. He's not a pushover.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And Kid Gilchrist is very skilled at throwing it down. The D can't allow him to get that close to the cup.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Warriors trailed by 13. Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke at the line.
And the basket by Harden.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Hayward goes in, and Hayward at the stuff.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Harden. Anderson with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. Hayward leading the charge. This one for three. Detroit with the rebound. And Harden launches it from deep. No good from outside.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Basket good. Here's Lee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Warriors trailed by 11. Some solid defense from Randolph.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Here's Barnes. The second chance effort. Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 8 points.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down. And clearly you can hear what the crowd thinks about that call.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for Len, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Zach Randolph. His second person.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 13-point game. Right side Kidd. Pass to Exum. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Pachulia. He's covered by Randolph. Tipped away. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Harden's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Exum in the corner. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. 1:09 left to play in the third. Warriors trailed by 11. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The lead now in single digits. 6 points for Dante Exum.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Back to Okafor. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Pachulia. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wagner, good.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Greg, this game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Harden way outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. They get Courtney Lee.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden, he's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
Warriors trail by 6. Open shot, Kidd. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Right side, Lynn. Pass to Plumlee. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. Exum with a wide open look. James Harden getting it done. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's the Warriors with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to Exum. Over in the corner, Pachulia. To the middle. And the rejection by Favors. It's Harden with...
Nasty. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Wagner. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Pistons leading by 6. Here's Harden. Second shot opportunity. Here's Plumlee. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. It's Kidd with the drive. Here's Wagner. Here's Pachulia. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Harden. Over Lee. Harden, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the Warriors with some changes. To the inside. Here's Towns. Makes it off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's stolen by Aminu. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here.
First personal foul.
Here's Towns. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And it's Harden with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one. Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
The Pistons leading. On the wing, Harden. Fires the 3.
3 points.
Yes. And a nice assist from Lynn. 53 points for James Harden. Barnes outside. Back to Anderson. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Clock at 4. Lynn. Anderson with the block. And they're able to recover. And another 3 for Detroit.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Here's Hayward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first. Hayward hits them both.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
The kick out to Holiday. Back to Pirtle. Right side Holiday. Harden outside. Over Anderson. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Wiles.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Pirtle. Second chance shot. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Pistons lead by 5.
In these types of situations, this team turns to Pirtle. He is more than ready for any challenge that comes his way.
Hayward can hit.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Oh, just a gorgeous-looking J from Harden, really sticking it to the D.
Aminu misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Anderson with the block. Back to Harden. Goes up again. No good on that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Anderson outside. Here's Hayward. Over in the corner, Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Holiday with it. Now defended by Hayward. Pass to Wiles. Harden outside. Down low. Now here is Pirtle. Takes the 3. Harden, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Fantastic job. Hayward, one of the most versatile players in the league, showing he's also clutch.
And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Harden. And it's Harris off the drive. And slam dunk by Harris.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deeper hole. Very little time now to climb out.
It's good.
Al-Farouq Aminu, such a great passer in this position. I mean, he has good vision and knows when to dish it.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Here is Harden.
Get there.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks,